Yo bro, I want to show you how I do my editing here. So first, I've selected my image. Honestly, it's not amazing. This is probably the best one since the other ones are not really in focus. So take more pictures and check. But I think you should be fine with that. So I'm gonna use this picture. First thing what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna crop. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Keep it central. Easy peasy. Very nice. Don't worry about anything about that. Just need to make sure it's central. You can even make it a bit smaller. Just want to make sure we have the same amount of breathing space on each side. Okay. Next, I'm just gonna be more centered. There we go. Next, we're just gonna do basic exposures. If you want, you can even use some of your presets on the side. See what type of look it gives you. You know, I might just do it right from the start. This is actually not too bad. And it's a bit extreme though. I like that a lot actually. But it's very extreme. All the presets, you know, generally they tend to be really, really extreme. But I really like this. I really like that. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's just start from the beginning. Now, my main issue here is this. Okay. However, because I shot with a DSLR, whatever, I can reduce the exposure and still keep the white data, which is quite nice. So I'll do that right at the end. But right now I want to try and make this black here more black. So I'm just going to increase the contrast, and you can see it does that. But we have quite a bit of blue here, and we'll get rid of that. The highlights, if I reduce them, see here, it makes that quite nice. But instead, I'm just going to focus on everything else other than the source, the white source, anyways. Okay, shadows I'm going to decrease, white I'm going to increase, blacks I'm going to decrease more. Okay, now it's a bit too contrasty. Okay, so every time you make an edit, just step back a bit and just look at it overall. And I'm going to slightly decrease the contrast. Okay, we can also do as well, keep a what's it called, a reference picture. I'm not doing this with a reference picture, but with food, it's always good to have good texture, good detail. So that's why I'm increasing a bit of texture and clarity. Vibrance, you want to be very careful with. Too much, and it could really make the food look artificial. Because you want to make this look really realistic and edited, but not edited at the same time. And you get what I mean? So we've got these oranges here, we've got loads of oranges, and that's why I was asking for green from the guy. Because you can see these greens here, but it's so minuscule, and the whole image is really, really warm. So what you can do is make it colder, like so, but I don't like this blue here. So I think we'll work with that right at the end as well. Next, I have the color mixer here. If you don't have this option, just make sure you put that as mixer and change that to color to the HSL. And I just mess around with every single bar here until this looks nice. Let's do orange, probably decrease it, luminance a bit lower. Okay, now decreases overall. Okay, so we have overall adjustments and selective adjustments. So also use masking, don't forget masking. So I'm going to slightly decrease it just to reduce the box. Okay, so this is for the box specifically. And afterwards I'm going to bring back saturation for the rest. Yellow I can bring back. You know what, that's actually not too bad. Sure, if I increase this luminance, it kind of shows me where it's targeting. So I'm going to do it slightly. Okay, greens, I can't really do the greens here. Blues, not really. Oh, those are aquas. Okay, so this blue here, I'm just going to bring that right down. And even decrease the luminance for it. Okay, so here I have that black background. Purples, slightly increase. Cool. And magentas, part of it. Slightly decrease that, increase the luminance. Alright, cool. Okay, right now it's looking a bit boring. We've got a basic adjustment though, so that's before, that's after. Okay, we've got nice contrast, which is nice, but it's looking a bit boring. We've got basic adjustment done. I don't really want to add this because this, you know, that doesn't look too bad actually. That looks really nice. To be honest, that looks really, really good. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna add the tiniest bit of blue, and then I'm gonna add a bit of saturation afterwards. Okay. I don't really like to touch these. It just distorts it a bit, in my opinion. It's really up to you if if you do it, apply to everything. If not, just leave it. Allow me to leave it. And I always like to do the calibration as well. It's a really nice touch. Don't go extreme with it. So I'm just gonna keep that as normal. Okay. Now we've got the basic adjustment. So this is basic. Okay. Now we use the masking. Now what our issues are, we have this here, too much extreme, and we need more saturation in the chips, and definitely this orange sauce here. Got good colors in the orange, and I want to try get some more green out from here so we can balance out the whole color issue. Because right now we have a good amount of orange, slightly blue, which is nice. We can fix that white bit with Photoshop. Okay. So first of all, actually not first of all, I'm just gonna get rid of this white because that's really irritating me. Okay. Because sometimes you just have to edit and pretend like it's not there. Okay. Right. Can you increase the size? It's not really working, is it? Oh, it flows too low, that's why. Size. Doesn't have to be exact. Doesn't have to be exact at all. Okay. I think it's just approximate, like so. I'm even gonna just increase the size like this. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to decrease the highlights on this. Okay, and you have to be very, very careful in order to make this look really nice as well as natural. So you can see here it's slightly overlapped on this side. So you can have two options. One, I can decrease the level here, like so, but then it affects the whole thing. Or two, I'm just going to subtract. Subtract. Where is it? There we go, subtract. And just remove that part that I don't want that I've accidentally done. Oops. Subtract. There we go. Alright, cool. Okay, nice. Now specifically target that white sauce. Now that white sauce looks a lot more nicer. I can increase the exposure if I need to. Shadows, whites. I'm going to increase the whites, bring down the highlights. And I feel like curves is really, really good for this. Because it really tells you. So that doesn't look nice. I'm going to increase the whites. I just really bring the contrast out in this. Here we go. That's really nice. Cool. Perfect. Now, I really want to try bring out the greens from here, and also this orange as well. This orange sauce. I might actually just increase the saturation on that. So on this, I'm just gonna do a quick radial filter. That's me being lazy. I would probably do brush, but I'm just gonna do radial here just to make it quick. Bam, bam, bam. There we go, and just saturation increase. There we go. It's beautiful. Before, after. I'm gonna do before, after, before, after, before, after. Okay. Another thing I've noticed here, there's a lot of shadow around that edges, and that's just because my selection wasn't great, and these spots here are too black. The blacks are being crushed, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna slightly just up the blacks on here, and you know what? That'll do. I don't even need to do anything else. Okay, what else can I do? The greens, and I do this a lot. You know, just do back and forth. What's missing? What looks right? What doesn't? What needs a bit of an oomph? These little specks here on the side, and definitely that. Other than that, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. It's got good stuff, and just at the end, I normally add like a light from the side. The first time they're gonna do is just add this green. I really want some more green to it, and you can even artificially add it if you really want to. But I'm just gonna make this really small. So here, there's a bit of green there, a bit of green there, a bit of green there. Boom, 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 boom. And that's all the green I can see. Let's make some green there as well, sure, why not? Okay. But first of all, increase the saturation. Okay. That does quite a bit. Let's reduce the tint. Now here, reducing the tint is not too good. So instead, I think hue would be quite good. I think the hue is super extreme. Not even like that, you know. That's not too bad. Let's do 1.6, 4.7. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna increase the highlight just by a tad. And shadows, nope. Whites, nope. Definitely not whites. No, that'll do. That will do. That's before, and that's after. And last step, linear gradient from the side. If it loads, here we go, like so. And I'm just going to increase the exposure. And let's add a bit of warmth. Okay, I think what I would actually do as well. You know, I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of that. It is nice. I think maybe a radial might work. Radial might be better. I want to get rid of this bar here. I'm not a fan of it. So I might just in Photoshop fix that. Let me just quickly do this stuff. Come on, PC. Oh, that's why. There we go. That's why it wasn't loading. Exposure increase. Temperature increase. Temperature very slightly increase. And highlights slightly decrease. And we're going to subtract it from that source. So let's me. There we go. Cool. And that's before, and that's after. Very nice. Kind of that sauce looks really nice in the middle. I'm not too fan of this bar here. It's a bit distracting in my opinion. But other than that, I'm very happy with it. Yep, that's my color grading, bro.